matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Trojans will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. First and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create...
And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They get him down with a big gainer to the 42. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw again. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Good connection there for 6 points.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second inches.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That catch is hauled in. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. You can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
Returner decides to field it. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick dart to the right. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
On first down, it's play action. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and a chance of an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. In an old-school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show the accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. There's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking to chuck it again. He makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back. He finds his man. Touchdown, USC. This offense cannot be stopped.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
He's going to bring it out from inside his end zone. Turner steps out of bounds at the 17. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. He's in the clear. They bring him down 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab on the move. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And on the carry, he's heading left. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. He escapes the pocket. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Finds his man. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Intercepted in the end zone. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The timeout is called. A tough strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And the ball is hauled in. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And the quarterback will just clock the football.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal game. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The deficit remains 17 points off the miss. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away and get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the third quarter. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The back's got it. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, well, well. Everything worked to perfection in the first half of this offense, and the defense comes out swinging, clearly listening to the head coach and the defensive coordinator to try to regain some momentum themselves.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. Picks up the first, looking for more. And here he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Caught in the backfield. It's Padrino. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started.
They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
But another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times. You should focus more on preserving the lead.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. First down and more. He's still running. Breaks clear over the right side. Hill and they chase him down. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Pass caught, second down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. So it's incomplete, caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Finally forced out of bounds with a solid return that time. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Toss play to the outside. Gets into space at the 50. Losing the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that will give them the lead now.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score. And
it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner is brought down. Gets us started in the next drive. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. On the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Suddenly, they are behind. They've been shut down in this third quarter here. They got to find that spark again. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a skill-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Looking for a receiver. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. At the 30. At the 20. At the 10. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Automatic on the PAT. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's caught. An impressive spin there. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here.
Caught near the goal line.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Right by the receiver. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And the extra point was up and good. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Padrino. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Padrino. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Back to throw. It's Cook. On another sack. This defense on fire.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch.
Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
But they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. 2nd down and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the return will be brought down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly.
He makes the grab.
That's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Could take it all the way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense produces 6 points. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass is caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still gaining.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback still with the football. He breaks free. The ball is loose. Offense able to grab the football, but it doesn't matter. Short of the marker, turnover on downs. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his man. It's Padrino. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you just kind of body.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Point after, up and good.
That makes the score Ohio State 56, USC 38.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it on the left side for a big game.
Tackle made after a big game. And one play has flipped field position. First down, the opponent's 44. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Looking deep to the right side.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution, how they're going about their business.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Brooks.
Football comes out. How's that for luck? Keeps the football and picks up the 1st down.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game.
And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over.